Okay guys, RCI X9, one of my favorite new radios. I do have 3 more of these in stock unless I decide to keep one for myself. This one's for Mr. Woody. He already paid for this thing. He wanted a good sideband and AM radio, and this one's set up for him and good to go. The ones that you see on the website that say tuned and ready, they will perform similar to these. So if that'll probably answer any questions about what you can expect out of those. I'm not going to do a super detailed video on this. You guys can kind of read and see the features for yourself. I've already done a previous detailed video on it, and if you actually go to the website, you will see a link to that video on the listing. So I don't have any of these that are bone stock right now. The only ones I have been done up and are ready to go. Again, one of my favorite radios. We're going to show power output, how much current it draws, things of that nature. Listen to it through the other radio over here, give you a general idea about how nice and clean it sounds. Again, you can go wild with these things and you know, do a lot of stuff to them. This is just a nice clean tune and everything else there. So anyway, that being said, we've got our RF power knob over here, the fat knob. This is a knob that we'll be using frequently during this video, so you'll see me refer to it. First thing we want to do is want to see what our maximum dead key is and our minimum dead key. So we're going to go over here to the watt meter. We've got a 500 watt slug in, so that 50 that you see over there to the right is 500. 10 will be 100. Now we're wide open with the dead key right now. What's that, about 25, 30 watts, give or take? Hello, audio, hello, audio. About 70 watts average. We can throw our voice off and make it change. Talking around 50. Hello, see, that higher voice peak gets it to respond a little bit, but around 75 on an audio or a whistle or whatever you want to call it, and talking around 50 average. That's from 25 watts average, give or take. Now we're going to turn the RF power down all the way. You can see we dead key basically nothing. Let's see where we need to get about 10 watts out of it. Now there's around 10. Ooh, you see our average power falls off a little bit. Ooh, audio. Still audio up to around 50, 45, 50, but it did lower it down some. That is normal for these radios. We'll check PEP from right there. Audio, check, check, 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 audio. Around 150 from that 10 watt dead key. So pretty ideal to run with like a 4-pill right there. You know, you may have to, like I said, maybe 10 watts going into a 4-pill, 8 watts dead key going into a 4-pill, but you're still seeing that 150 watt PEP swing. Now with these radios, you will pick up a little bit of PEP if you go wide open. You can disable the limiter in these if that's what you want to do, and you'll probably pick up all of your PEP from whatever dead key you got. Some radios you can leave the limiter intact and still have you know, maximum PEP or peak power from any dead key. Some radios you lose a little bit if you have the limiter intact. Obviously the limiter is intact on this, so if you want to disable the limiter, that's all up to you. Here we go. Check, check, audio, check, check, audio, check, check, audio, check, check, audio, check, check, audio. So with the RF power wide open, we do pick up just a little bit of peak power, about 20 watts or so, 25 watts. But again, we had it down here at about a 10 watt dead key, and we were still swinging upwards of 150 watts. So excellent setup for a 4-pill. 4-pill 2879C would be my recommendation using one of these. We can show what it does on sideband. For sideband purposes, we'll run the RF power wide open. Come back over here, go to peak. Audio, check, check, 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 audio, check, check. So about 160 or so on sideband. Again, back to AM. Check, check, audio, check, check, audio, check, check, audio, check, check, audio. And about 175, 180 on AM. Let's see how much current that it draws. This is on sideband, so we can get the maximum current draw. Audio. So about 16 amps max on AM. You're going to see less current. Hello. So about 2 amps less on AM. That's it, guys. This one was mainly done for Woody. I don't particularly like doing test videos every time a radio goes out. It's just aggravating to get them out of the box and get the power cord out and all that. But if somebody requests it, I will do it. I asked Woody if he wanted a test video done, and he said sure, why not? So I figured I would do one for him before I ship this out. He's a good customer, repeat customer. So again, I don't mind doing them. I don't love doing test videos on every radio. Amps are a little different. They're pretty quick to do. But if someone wants to do a test video on the radio, I will do that free of charge. So if you ever order a radio from me and you want a test video, just let me know. Again, check out the website, roostercb.com. Rooster in Tennessee, RCI X9 for Mr. Woody. Catch you guys later. See you, bye.